This is 2B. Patch me through to the commander.
Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Happy Saturday. Happy middle of the weekend. Hope everyone's having a good one. Person, congrats on first. Let me get my camera fixed. Okay, cool. We in there. So, Viva! We I mentioned that I was going to try and finish West of Living tonight. And then I thought about it and I didn't want to. I just decided not to. I was like, no, maybe we won't. Julie, thank you for the sub. Why didn't it say a thing? No alerts? Interesting. Well, thank you, Julie. West of Living's really fun and it's cute and it's funny. But the joke kind of overstayed its welcome, right? And I think part of it is because of the way I played it. I was doing every little piece of side questing. I was doing all of the I did everything I could be doing at any given time. Oh, there it is. It's just super delayed. Okay. Thank you, Julie. I was reading it all aloud, which is obviously a lot for a game with so much text. So I would encourage someone who enjoyed the play of West of Loathing that we did here on the stream. It's not an expensive game and it goes on sale frequently. I do think the game is very funny. I just don't think I'm interested in streaming it anymore. I guess that's my take. But what that means is I needed to do something else for the stream tonight. And I was looking through the suggestion board over on the Gilded server. I wanted to play something that had been suggested by the community. And I got lucky because not too long ago, Olivia Nolte suggested we do some What Remains of Edith Finch. And it's not that long. We can bang it out as a one shot tonight. And I think that's what we're going to do. So that's my plan. I don't know if it'll take up an entire stream. When we're done, I might just goof around and play something else. Or we might just call it early. But we are going to do What Remains of Edith Finch, which is like a fun kind of artsy puzzle walking sim, which I've been really enjoying lately. So this sounds like it's a pretty good match. I don't know if Olivia will show up. Obviously, I hope they do. But in the event they don't, I think I'm going to try and turn this around and put it up on the YouTube lickety split, because I hate the thought of someone suggesting a game and then not getting to see it. So that's the strat. And without too much more delay, I say we get into it and find out what remains of Edith Finch. Let's go, y'all. Just gotta boot her up. Okay. I did not audio test this, so we might have to do some on-the-fly adjusting. What remains of Edith Finch? Ooh, okay. I'm on a boat. Can I? Yes, I can get... Oh, it defaulted to Ultra. Maybe I've opened this in the past. Those didn't look like stock. Okay, so we're on a ferry boat. Is this secretly just part of Oxenfree? Someone just throwing away Chinese food. Oh, I'm carrying flowers. Ooh, and a folder. Afterlife with the tier 3. Thank you so much. I hear this game is good. Can't wait for What Remains. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate the subby. All right, we've got a cast. We are carrying flowers. And we've got a notebook labeled Edith Finch, which I believe is us. I believe we indeed are Edith Finch. Oh, I flip it.
This
okay.
Is the end.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense.
What up, Daddy D?
Bitter end.
And I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning with the house.
How's the audio level, guys? Oh. All right. Can I frame lock this? Give me 1 second, guys. I want to frame lock this so that it syncs up with the stream. Sorry, this is what happens when I scramble to change what I'm playing at the last second, is I wind up needing to like do it live on the stream. This is stuff that I would normally do off screen so you guys don't have to deal with it. M'scusi. No, I'm not trying to configure Dragon Age Origins, thank you. What I would like is to configure Finch game. Yes. This is what we wish. All right. I wish that Twitch was more reliable about me streaming stuff at higher than 60 FPS. Like, I wish it didn't kind of make it almost impossible for it to work, but it does. All right, I got to restart this. Yes, I want to quit. We may in fact wind up doing that little intro sequence again, but that's a risk I'm willing to take. What remains of Edith Finch? So no, I don't need more than 60 FPS. I have a 144 hertz monitor, so when I play stuff just to play it, a lot of times I will play it at a higher FPS rate. I'll play it at, you know, the full 144 if I can push that with my setup, or I'll frame lock it at 120, so it's a multiplier of 60. But it doesn't, like, I can't stream that kind of quality over Twitch, so it's all those frames are just wasted. And a lot of times it actually makes the quality of my game look worse because what it's outputting doesn't match up with what I'm streaming. Okay, we got to do this part again. That's fine. Edith Finch. It's a really good looking notebook.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning with the house.
Oregon power. All right, so we're starting off in a very Pacific.
Someone had put up a chain link fence, but it looked like I wasn't the first person to hop it.
Oh, interesting. We're gonna get like real time. Oh, I'm cool with that.
My brother Milton disappeared when I was 4. It was like the house just swallowed him up.
Oh, whoa, okay. Missing Milton Finch. He disappeared when he was 11. Okay. Y'all's house is crazy. Oh, we don't sprint. I can zoom. Okay, that's good to know. Very much putting the walking in Walking Simulator.
I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
Interesting. Is this a replica of the house as a mailbox? Orcas Island Gazette. All right, no one's gotten the mail in quite a while. Ooh, look at our sweet knit hand covers.
Inside the
That's looking
mailbox were
cozy.
bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
Okay, so not only is the mail derelict, no one has been actually attending to it in a long time. Like a long time.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
Yeah, we just knocked the letters down by swinging the gate. That was pretty rad. Oh, check out our necklace. All right. Oh, this is really pretty. All right, I don't want the security grate in frame. My apologies in advance, y'all. This is the kind of game that I should have waited to play until we had commissioned a screenshot emote.
Didn't tell me what it unlocked.
Is there a chance it unlocks the door?
Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
The Finches. That's really cute. That looks like it leads down to the house proper. Dynamic topography. Do you need to look down when you take screenshots? Editing that out of Song of Horror footage ruins some lovely moments. I have to find my screenshot key, which I'm not as good at doing because unfortunately where it sits on my keyboard is obfuscated by my microphone. You need to behave on stream so that I can make pretty videos. Damn it, Chris. I'm your boss. Hit your screenshot button the way I tell you. What I should do is get one of those, like, if you guys have seen them, there's like the pedal buttons. Elgato just brought out a really like fancy version of it, but they're just like a big kick pad that functions as a single button press. I should get one of those and bind it to my screenshot button. Oh, the blue button, Afterlife. That's a really good idea because right now it's doing nothing. For a little while, I had it set up so that it would mute my mic in case I had to like sneeze on stream, but I gave up on trying to cover those.
The house, I never thought I'd come back to it.
How old are we now? So
But
we
now I
lived
have
here till we
questions
were
about my
11.
family that only the house knew the answers to.
Interesting. Yo, Olivia, you made it. Let's go. I'm sorry I didn't give you more heads up that we were going to play this tonight, but I didn't know it until like literally the last second before the stream. See, I had to check. I almost hit numlock. This house is crazy looking. So are we thinking this is well, I guess it's very early for me to be making any kind of thoughts.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
So it's interesting that she phrased it like that, because my thought is that this maybe is not a literal interpretation of the house. This is like a weird remembered iteration of the house. Oh, I'm psyched for it. House looks amazing. Oh, you know this game pretty well, Daddy D.
I've always been uncomfortably silent.
I just got an achievement called All Roads. I'm assuming because I decided to take both forks.
About to say something, but never do.
I can't imagine not wanting to get all these little dialogue bits, so. Oh, look at this little bridge. I promise only to spoil things when it'll really frustrate you to lose the mystery. Okay. I appreciate it. God, I want to live here. We were talking about how sweet the surroundings felt in Life is Strange 2 True Colors. Same vibe, y'all. Give me that hashtag Pacific Northwest lifestyle. I guess Colorado isn't Pacific Northwest, but similar vibes going on right now. Oh, listen to that bullfrog. Ribbit. Ribbit. All right. I want to go back the same way we just came up because I want to see what the approach to the house looks like using this road. I told hubby if we ever had to move to the countryside that I'd want it to be in a forest. Yes. Yes. Forest living. Use nature as an insulating buffer from the humanity outside of it. I support your take. Quiet life deep in the dark of the forest where no one can see the sins. Some of those ghost sculptures. No. Don't haunt the woods. Don't haunt the woods. Embrace the natural splendor. Do people do this a lot where they make like clapboard backboard rims, right? Because here's my thought, and I might be speaking from a place of privilege that I'm unaware of. You already have the basketball rim. How often do you get a rim without the backboard? This backboard is wholly insufficient to like be able to be a correct predictor of angle when you're taking a shot. So if you've already got the rim, why not just put an actual backboard on it? Or at least like, if you're going to do the homemade one, like in an instance where maybe this was a replacement for the original backboard, like at least use one big piece of wood. You use the backboard to make shots? Yeah. You can bank it off there. All the slam dunks, the backboard exploded. All right, that I'll take. The thing it's attached to? Yeah, so the hoop, the hoop, is attached to the backboard. But that's so that you can make shots by angling it in, right? So like if I was shooting from here, the hoop itself is a more precise shot than if I was to bank it off of the backboard. That little red rectangle, I don't know, I'm assuming you're not super familiar with basketball, Daddy D. That red rectangle is kind of like an aim marker, because if you hit that rectangle, the complementary angle of the approach of the ball is going to put it into the hoop. Quick Amazon search has many basketball rings that don't come with backboards. Okay. But how many people are buying their Amazon backboard rings? Their hoops. I bet you more people just go to a sporting goods store and get the whole caboodle. Maybe I'm wrong. Like I say, maybe this is me just kind of showing some of my suburbia. What the fuck?
I asked Edie once about the dragon in the pond. She said it had killed her husband. I was 6. It seemed like an odd joke to me even then.
Okay. It actually seems like the vast majority don't have backboards. My whole life has been a lie. I retract all of my criticism about the homemade backboard. So Edie claims this thing ate her husband. I would agree with Edith. That's a very strange joke to tell a 6-year-old. Is it a homemade dragon afterlife, or is it a real dragon that looks like it's made of home goods? Hello, pages. These are more of the missing posters for her younger brother. There's actually a lot of them. That's uncomfortable. We could walk up straight to the garage, but like this entryway is slamming.
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
Was it the fact that you felt like it could topple over onto you at any moment? Here's more missing posters. Yeesh. This game looks really pretty. This is Jed's origin story.
Now, as a 17-year-old,
Okay.
I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
I was afraid of the house. So it's been 6-ish years, depending on what portion of our 17th year of age we are in. It could be closer to 7 years, but we have been away seemingly for about as long as the mail has been left uncollected. 17-year-olds shouldn't be allowed to travel alone. I think you'd be hard pressed to try and enforce such a rule. There's many an independent 17-year-olds. We're gonna get any dialogue on the garage trail. I guess some would call it a driveway, but I don't know how often I'm driving over that rickety bridge, you know what I'm saying? Looks like we can hit the side yard here too. What was the furthest you traveled alone when you played hooky in school? I think the furthest I ever traveled alone before like the era in which I was able to drive, which was well after my like teenage years, was probably only maybe a town or so away. So probably like, I don't know, 10 or 15 miles. Yeah, bike powered. Exactly, Afterlife.
The house felt like it had always been here. Even the swing set was older than my mother.
What is, there's a statue back there. There's something, I don't know if it's an island or a rock or something. All right, so here's the deal. Ooh, all right. I don't want to approach that yet. That might actually be how we're getting in. This wind chime is quite lovely. Maybe we will find out that our key does not.
I heard something moving around in the garage.
All right, I take it back. We're going into the garage. Classic old days, go where the legs take you. The shoe leather express.
Prowling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
I don't doubt that. What was the noise we heard?
The power had been turned off the night we left.
Okay, so everyone left together, maybe? Or at least she's referring to the fact that she did not leave alone. Ooh, the old tennis ball to know how far to pull in. The couch, I think, would also have helped. Probably as an indicator. Is this like an old school wood panel station wagon? Fuck yes. It's a lot of potting mix. Raw fowl. Flour salt. Water yeast. Cosmic cuisine. A Viking's belly. Alright, so these MFs be cooking hard. This is very lived in. Little kiddie pool, like a wading pool. Fishing. Ooh, ooh.
For the first time in years.
I was waiting for her to say something more, but we have to open the door.
I felt like I was home.
Yo. This place, like, this is more than abandoned, right? This is abandoned.
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
In the middle of, like, a vibrant life. In loving memory of Lewis Finch. December 27th, 1988 to November 21st, 2010. Beloved brother to Edith, son of Dawn, great-grandson to Edie. Memorial service at the Finch Family Cemetery. 2141 Fireweed Road. So, November of 2010. Oh, here's a picture of the fam. If I go look at this calendar is January 2010. So we were still here for another year with that calendar not being flipped. Okay. Yo, the addition of the Brita filter, way to go.
Like how only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot.
There was a discarded Chinese container on the ferry. It's like they just left. Yes, agreed. Full abandoning of the property. If your character was 17 when the game came out, she'd be 23 now. This game is 6 years old. The LP Brown Cannery.
Or how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
Okay. Cat named Molly, confirm. Lewis had a job at the cannery. That is a shitload of canned salmon. I will agree with Edith.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left.
Edie's wheelchair labeled. Oh, it was 2017, so she'd be 22. Well, again, we don't know her birth date, so maybe she would be 23. Maybe her birthday lands in a month in which she would be 23, even though the game is only 5 years old. So Edie was in a wheelchair and on oxygen, it looks like. She was on oxygen therapy.
My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home. It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
Yikes. This is really, really well designed. Like, this is a super believable house.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
The voice actor for Edith is also absolutely killing it. God, can you imagine if this was just a view from your back porch? Fuck me. This is not a load-bearing TV stand. So they left the house willingly, it looks like, right? Like they packed. But how would you have stuff for packing and yet still have this much stuff like left behind? Isn't this game the origin of the term walking simulator? It is definitely one of the first. I don't know if it is specifically
Even
this game, but that would make
story.
sense.
Edie told me the bricks came from the original house after it sank.
The house sank. All right. Is that what we're seeing in the water? Is that thing out there the top of the house? Interesting. Oh, Dear Esther. I think you're right, Afterlife. That makes sense. I think Dear Esther would have been the one to get hit with that first. Because Dear Esther, I believe, is just purely walking and observing. I don't think you actually even interact. We got bug collections. We got string instruments. Barbara.
Great Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
I like her casually dancing with Bigfoot in the background. That's kind of a strange choice. Barbara Finch, my friend Bigfoot. Oh, wait, maybe it's not a weird choice. Did she start a film? He built a box in a house. All those games have made you want to make a game? Yo, let's go. I would gladly avoid a Daddy D produced video game just out of like the sheer want to protect my psyche. Your suggestion has changed the direction of my life. Okay, but this calendar is correctly set to November. So interesting. Interesting. No mail from Milton. Which one was the little brother? That's Milton. Okay, so no mail from Milton makes sense. But why would we have not had anyone interacting with the garage for all that time? When are you going to put the well on the planning board? I actually didn't realize I hadn't put it on there.
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
So if you leave a reminder for me, I will make sure it gets put on there.
A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
So what happened on this final night? Oh my God, I love this arch bookshelf. This is insanity. Also, this door is like foam insulated shut, or like foam expanding foam adhesive. The fuck? So we can go upstairs, or we have a door down here. I think we're gonna do the door down here before we continue further upstairs. The changes, I'm gonna read this exactly as you typed it because I'm having trouble figuring out what you meant. The changes are not be avoided; they are to be embraced. Oh, this is what our key goes to. Down to the basement. Okay, so strike that. Everything I said about using that door before we went downstairs is now moot. I love our Finch stained glass front door. The Finch family living in the lap of luxury. Yes, exactly. Oh, okay. Well, then I got it right.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
What? And then the words escaped through the peephole? No. Do the basement first? Okay, I trust you. So when Milton disappeared, Mom sealed the bedrooms. Okay, let me put that out of my mind, because if we had gone through here first, as Olivia has suggested,
Mom
I
always
would
told
not
me to
have
stay
known
out of
that.
the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
Oh, okay. So it's not the basement. It's not the basement. Got it. We also now know that Mom told us to stay out of the basement. I'm very confused. Understanding will come when the wisdom is ingested. Afterlife, I love you so much. It's a nice ass house. Volt, don't be scared. We're gonna get there together. Don't worry. We can look through the peepholes. Ooh, that's a fun tip. We looked through a peephole kind of in the back fence.
Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
Interesting. Buried somewhere in the library, meaning there's some kind of record of them. Welcome in, Volt. Are you an Edith Finch aficionado? Is this a game you're familiar with? I love this. This is an aesthetic that I love so much. The like insanely oversaturated photo wall with mismatching frames. I would love to do this. The house is very neat so far, Afterlife. Also, I don't know how many of you guys have seen Encanto, but I know this insanely predates Encanto, but the individual bedrooms being like cordoned off gives me fun Encanto vibes. All right, this door we can go in. Yes, Christopher's backlog at Gmail is an email you can use. My itch.io retrieval box. Okay, so this is Barbara's room, who we've determined is the one that was in the movie. Oh, who's this handsome mutton chopped fellow? Doubt this wine is any good, y'all. It has not been properly adjusted for 7 years. But Daddy D, honestly, I have like 6 games you've given me that we haven't played
Edie's
yet.
father Odin built the original house.
Don't buy more. This man's name is Odin. So Scandinavian descent for Odin? Is that why we have the Viking Belly cookbook? Yeah, introducing Barbara Finch, also starring Bill Bunton as Bigfoot.
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
Okay, so it wasn't like a one and done. She's not like a child actress that did a single movie. There's definitely enough gravitas behind her name that people like knew about her from that description. Why is that extension cable still plugged in? That's curious. Barbara, 1944 through 1960. So a full 50 years before we left the house, Barbara had already passed. Oh, no, wait. She died at 16. Oh, no. So she never had to do much more, or had a chance to do much more than a child film because she passed away.
Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
This is so interesting to just get like a snippet of them. You can see like what looks like maybe is a cardboard cutout of her and Bigfoot in the background. The attempt to turn Hollywood into Barbara. Oh man, I hope we get to open these doors. Can I go to the attic?
Mom must have locked the 3rd floor stairs on the night we left.
Oh, it's not even an attic. It's a 3rd floor stairs. Yo, what up, Paolo? Hello from the other side. This is whose? Okay, Sven and Edie. Oh, Edie died in 2010. Wait. But we were talking about her as if there was like a conversation about whether or not she would go to a home. Oh, is this them represented as Finches? This is so adorable. Missed you, buddy. What you been up to? Gregory, 1976 through 1977. Calvin, 1950 through 1961. How come so many of these people die young? What is going on? Calvin and Sam. Interesting.
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother. Calvin.
What does that mean? Working a lot, teaching English to kids, teenagers, and adults. Yo, that sounds like fun. Yeah, can you teach afterlife? I like how this room is divided straight down the middle and is also divided on the door. There's a lot of really cool artistic, like art direction choices going on right now. Gregory from the 70s with a very 70s description. It's interesting to me. So Gregory died very young. And the door to Gregory's room is like one of the least descript, like does not carry a lot of the personality that we've seen on so many of these other doors. And it's very sad to think that it's just because like he died so young. What would you have known about the kid?
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
Also, y'all, Gregory's room is a bathroom with really hideous shag carpet. Okay. Can you imagine her thinking that's normal?
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
Oh, so maybe that's one of the reasons we have so much art around the house? Wait, she said Edith Sr. Oh, because we're Edith. We're named after Edie. She was just called a nickname. Shitty pink carpet. It's everyone's dream bathroom. Do you guys have a carpet for my bathroom so that when I get out of the shower, it gets wet and soaks up so much liquid it will never truly be dry again? Is that a thing that you guys can provide? What's this game about? So we don't fully know just yet. All I know is kind of from what I know of the game, which is it is about us kind of exploring the memories of a family we are no longer with. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I'm assuming it will soon. We're like working backwards through memories. Molly, wait, this is the cat. It's covered in mice. Is this the cat's room? 1937 and 1947.
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
No. Okay, so the cat is named after the girl, but it's still decorated in mice? No, not a foster kid, Paulo. Her family is either like they've all passed or she's out of touch with them. We still don't really know. We know that they all left this house, and that this is our character. We're playing as Edith Finch. This is her first time coming back to the house since everyone left. All right, this door is available. We got like an ocean theme.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room.
This is Walter's room.
I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
Or she went to the future. Ooh, that's an interesting theory. So why wouldn't she have sealed this up? What's the point of sealing up the other rooms? Also, this room fucking rules. Wait, why a train car along with... Interesting.
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
It's so empty. Every room's customized for sure, but you're right, Mish. This is interesting because this one doesn't have furniture. The other ones we looked at through the peepholes have furniture and stuff. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. This book is padlocked. And we have a key.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets.
Secret passageways, eh?
Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
Oh, okay. All right, hold up. Before we go through it, I kind of want to get an idea spatially of where it is. So it's between Walter and Molly's room. Yo, this is rad. Interesting. Like, how would you not? Well, I was gonna criticize like how would Edith not have known that there should be a room here because there would have been a window visible from outside. But also if Edith wasn't allowed in all the rooms, it wouldn't have mattered. Oh, it might be giving you a hard time because it's trying to find what codec to stream
From
it
the
at.
paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
So Milton's older, and Milton had explored this place. So either Mom gave him the key, or it didn't used to be locked up. Interesting.
Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan.
I don't know that it sounds like you had a plan.
Behind that door.
Reading this.
It's like I had
Yes.
no idea where all this was gonna lead.
Wait. Oh, it's lagging for you too, Olivia. We didn't actually see. Oh shit. We didn't see anyone get off the ferry and make their way to shore. We just were on the ferry with a book labeled Edith Finch.
Room through the peephole.
Where's our broken arm? Yes. Yes. Okay. You guys are way ahead of the game on me here. I love this stuffed shark so much.
Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
Oh, and this stuffed jelly? Look at this. Yeah, we do have a body. But we've seen our hand, and our hand doesn't have a cast on it. Ah, interesting. So Molly maybe had a pet rat? A pet mouse? Maybe that was the reasoning for naming the cat Molly later. What? Doesn't it? No, so we're wearing like knit half sleeves. So we do have something on our arm, but it's not a cast. See? This is like a knit material.
Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
Oh, that's hilarious. The gerbil had a replica of the bedroom. Okay, so those are gerbils and not mice confirmed.
I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here before my mom sealed the doors.
What all am I looking at? It's a maze in a drawer. It is. It's like a little gerbil maze. I can't re-interact with it. I can't tell what that is. Just like a toy or something. Yeah, because it looks similar to these guys maybe. It's like a caterpillar. Love the unicorn pony stick. She liked cats. We've seen some really cool effects with the subtitles so far. What's funny here is we see her with the cat ears, right? And there's this like toy muzzle. We've seen a picture out in the main hallway of the muzzle on her. It looks like this is the dragon in the pond too in this sketch. Oh, was it Molly that was the big bug collector too? Interesting. Very interesting. We can't go through this door. It looks like she just loved animals in general. Ant farm. Chilling in a volcano. All right. So this was made after her death, right? Because you obviously you would not you would not create some kind of embroidered monogram remembrance cloth when someone wasn't dead yet. So this became like an altar, and that's what she was talking about. Edie would come in I guess, to like remember her. Let's read about her. Molly Finch.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
Yo, we're playing as Molly? Whoa, okay. The gerbil food? I mean, it's a carrot, so that's also people food, FYI.
My Halloween candy was all gone.
Whoa.
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Eat that carrot, girl. See? Molly's a very practical lady. Hi, fishy.
I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
Don't eat Christopher. He's busy streaming. What'll happen to the rest of the story? Oh, it's so creepy outside. I love this little lamp, by the way, this hot air balloon lamp.
Mom, can I come out now?
Sweetheart,
It's
late. Go to sleep.
It's her or Christopher, though. Well, she just had half a carrot. I think she'll be fine. Why do you locking me in my room for me to sleep? Peace, nerd. I'm going to the bathroom, apparently. Oh, look at the height difference. We're so short.
I kept eating and eating.
No, don't eat toothpaste. No, no. I take it back. Can I not interact with that? Can I go back in time and not interact? No. So Molly gets to call you Christopher?
I ate a lot of things that night.
No. Yo, Molly, none of this is good for. Can we puke? Can we do a puke? I would assume she dies. We saw that she was dead when we were exploring her room.
Chirping outside my window.
But did I just kill her? It's now daytime. Hello, Mr. Bird.
It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her.
In high enough concentrations, it can be, yeah.
Suddenly,
We're a cat?
I was a cat.
No fucking way. Cat simulator confirms. Now I'm hungry as shit. Come here. Come here, boy. Oh, shit.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Yo, this is bonkers. Where'd he go? Oh, I sees him. Ugh. Yo, stop. I'm hungry for bird flesh. Come on, dog.
Mom
No,
and
I'm not supposed to go that way?
didn't even look at me.
Oh. What's going on? Y'all wanted it twisted? I don't know that reference. I haven't watched any in quite a while, actually. Not necessarily because I haven't wanted to. I've just been super busy. Where'd he go? Is he still back? Hey, you knock it off. I'm hungry. Dude, come here. I'm hungry.
I jumped and I almost got her.
Yo, what is going on?
I could tell she was getting really tired.
Little play set out here. Where'd she go? There she is.
Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore.
Is it because you're
All I cared
homophobic?
about was
Certainly
eating the
not.
mommy bird.
All right. Ever higher. Get our
I
bird
gobbled
snack.
her up,
Oh,
and
can I take it
suddenly,
back?
I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little
Wait.
teeth nibbling in the grass.
Now I'm an owl? What is going on? We're like living all of her animal fantasies. Oh my God, do I have to find prey?
Rabbits.
Rabbits. Gotcha, bitch. Get wrecked, nerd. Now I feel bad. That rabbit made a really sad
Imagined his
noise.
face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger.
Bigger than that huge ass rabbit we just ate whole. Olivia, you can add that to the
A mama
quotes.
rabbit.
There's a channel point redemption now to add something to the quotes.
She was almost too big to carry.
Oh my
I
God,
started
we're just.
choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
What? I'm so toast. Oh my God. I don't really have control over anything. I could just click a button to like fire my fins. I can kind of shift my weight a little bit. Oh my God.
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now,
Oh my
I was
God.
hungrier than ever.
I'm hungrier than ever. Okay, we have like nautical controls. Coming for you. Coming
I
for
wanted
you.
Fat, juicy seals.
I don't want to eat these guys. They're cuties.
I tore off her
Okay.
flipper, and it tasted really good.
What is wrong with Molly? Represents me, always hungry. The seal's just trying to enjoy some
Grabbed
time
on
here in the
tight,
ponds.
But I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
Are we a snake? What the fuck is happening? If you're a lost person, don't sweat it. I think we're supposed to be lost at the moment. Is this that same bird? No, I can't go this way, it would appear. Oh, is it not a snake? Afterlife, good call. It might indeed just be a tentacle. Are we some kind of large octopus monster? We're looking for schoolgirls.
Now
What
I was a
is going
monster,
on?
and I smelled people everywhere.
This is so neat. We didn't need to come this way, but I'm exploring. Why can't I just eat a car? You guys ever just want to eat a car? Ursula from Little Mermaid. We'd be way more fabulous. Ursula, don't get it twisted, everybody. Ursula might be like a top tier Disney villain, but she's also very, very aware of how to play a scene. Okay. No need to go that way, it looks like. We can go upstairs, but I don't want to do that until we've gone over here. Yeah, we're on the ferry, it looks like. I agree, Afterlife. What if Ursula wanted to take your voice, Paolo? What deal could Ursula cut that would get you interested in potentially giving up your voice? Bruh. I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry. I thought I was gonna have to click a button or something. We just straight up yeeted that dude. Are you RPing Iron Bull at the moment?
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't. We're not gonna go inside yet. Let's keep exploring. This is so neat. It's crazy to me that they were able to throw me into so many different scenarios so quickly, and they all still like controlled intuitively. We don't want to eat the Capitan yet. I feel like that would bring our travels to an end. I lost interest in life things, only my voice remains. Just straight up yeeted that dude. I think I said yeeted, but we're gonna let the quote stand as eated because that's way funnier. Oh, I know what we do with a drunken sailor. Delicious. All right, hang on. I know that is an imperfect spot to do a pause, but I want to add this quote before we forget it. Dunzo. It's in there. Thank you for the quote contribution, Olivia. Ooh, the question of the day was evoked too. Your first job and what did you like or dislike about it? So guys, my first job was I washed dishes in a party house, like a big, like a banquet hall. And it was wild because it was kind of no holds barred, while most of the establishment was like adults, right? And I say that because I was very much a child. I had this job when I was like 16. The kitchen was all just a bunch of punk ass kids, and we were alone for most of the night because it was a banquet setting. The main cook would like cook these giant meals, get buffets and whatever else ready, and then he'd leave, right? So we would get there at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. He would be there for maybe another 20 minutes getting everything finished up. We'd start cleaning up his like cooking equipment, right? All the stuff that he actually used to prepare the food. And then we would stick around and do the dinner service plates and stuff when the guests were finished, right? So we would get there basically at the time people were served their dinner. We're cleaning up the stuff in the kitchen during their dinner, and then we stick around afterwards to clean up the dishes they made while eating dinner, right? That was the setup. But here was the kicker. That meant that when all these people were done, whatever food they had ordered for their buffet that didn't wind up being consumed, right? Either what was left on the buffet, or if they had extra stuff prepared because they thought they were gonna have a bigger number, that shit was all fair game. So here I am at 16, 3-4 nights a week, I'm doing dishes, and I'm able to just like get done with my shift and take home 3 pounds of prime rib. Oh, is it still too loud? I think you had it right, Misha. I can augment it here too. It was fine everywhere else. I did manage to pause like right when we were in a super loud area, like a dummy.
After the
Hello,
last
Capitan.
passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have. So I
Wait, are we the
swam.
dragon? Are we gonna be the dragon?
I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell
Slithered.
went into an old pipe.
You don't often find the good smell entering an old pipe. Maybe that's just me. This is crazy. Guys, we coming out of a toilet right now. You ever just spiral around the toilet? Oh no, God, this is so gross. Just like someone misplaced some dookie. I'm leaving. Forget this. I'm just kidding. Well, oh God, what have I done to myself? This is not the life I imagined for my weird tentacle poop. What if someone was sitting on it? I think the rating for this game would have been different, is I think what would have happened. All right, back up we go. All right, it's our bathroom though, because I remember this mobile. Look at this. Do we get an idea of how long we are? The camera follows us this time.
I got closer and closer.
Okay, so it's our room. No, we're not gonna eat one of our pets. Why is that sadder to me than the fact that we just ate a bunch of like innocent animals and then people? I'm like real bent out of shape that we might wind up eating a goldfish. I don't know about that.
All of my stomach started growling.
If anything, it looks like
And suddenly, I was me again.
like an old
I had
cucumber.
my breath for a long time, but I got it here.
Hello,
I think it's waiting
it's
for me to
me.
fall asleep. But it's not
What up,
going
Cardi?
to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
Yo, Molly's a fucking weirdo. Adele is everywhere. She doesn't mess around.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
Oh, cute. So we're trying to like explore our tree. Okay. Okay. That was the last entry. So did it actually get her? It's interesting because we say that we don't know that we believe it actually happened that way. Weird. Should we look under the bed? No chance a cast could be hidden under that knit sleeve. I don't think so. It would be much
describe it,
bulkier.
but I felt like some part of Molly was still here.
Wait, there's like a rope down there. Not gonna let me go down and look though, huh? Interesting. Interesting. I believe holly berries are poisonous. I agree. And we ate like a big globbing handful of them. Oh, but we can use this to get to the other bedroom.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past.
Interesting. So
So,
there's
When we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
because of the story of Molly turning into a kitten. there's definitely like a power dynamic thing going on between Mom and Edie. All right, this is the bedroom that we thought was Mom and Dad's when we were in the Molly. When we were in the Molly timeline, this was Mom and Dad's bedroom. So this is Edie's bedroom. Is this the bedroom that Edie... Wait, I thought it was Edie and Sven. Where does Sven fit into this? I'm so lost. I think it's by design. I think if you just keep rolling with it, we're gonna get some answers. They've got to set the tone.
I spent a lot of time in Great Grandma Edie's room.
Yeah, okay, so this is Edie's room. He's the falling leaf next to Edie. Oh, Sven, because he came in from outside. He married into the family. That would make sense. I didn't see it at first. Starship Gemini. The dreams in the witch house. Uh-oh. I don't like the idea of that. Why do we have a snake in a cage, birds in a cage, iguana, good old Lurpy. Do they all have names? Rob, Lurpy, Purpley, Perpy, Derpy. Okay. Just enjoy the ride. Replace him with photos after they passed? Maybe, but like I don't think she kept a lizard in a bird cage like that, right? You wouldn't think, at least. Working off a
Louis
picture.
died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
Louis died a week before we left. This is the eldest brother, who is 11 years our senior. Okay, so we get some idea of timelines here. Milton was older than us by quite a few years as well, so he disappeared way before we were there.
Edie knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones.
Ah, so our gloves are knit by Great Grandma Edie. Yes, I am drinking a Monster tonight. I had desperate need of caffeine. So I have a sugar-free Monster, the best of the monsters. Interesting that Calvin and Sam yet again are perfectly divided in half. Dawn, Gus, Gregory.
Her room was like a museum.
This is Odin's, but it's a viewfinder. Okay, pills. Old-timey perfume bottle. Odin Finch joining the great majority. Odin Finch was an author. Great Grandpa Odin did some or was Odin, wait, Odin's her brother? Yes. Okay, I'm understanding more now. Mole Man beneath the Finch house. So we're a big enough deal that people would know what the Finch house is?
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house.
A percent of Coke stock?
Furious.
Wait, so Edie gave that interview? Edith's Lake Trip, Sam Medal ceremony. Yo, Edie was like very family oriented.
Edith Jr. for a long, long time.
Edie won't go. 72-year-old woman refuses to evacuate because of a little forest fire.
They evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
Sounds like she was a celebrity for a lot longer than that. Built in 1937 by Sven Finch. He built the music box for Barbara,
When
and
told people
he
Sven
built a
was
house.
Killed by a dragon, She could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
Oh, so it's a half-truth. He was building that dragon, which was supposed to be a slide that spit out into the pond, and it collapsed. Why would we have a picture of it collapsing? Aw, Sven, that's a real bummer, my guy. Sorry, my dude.
Even in her 90s. Sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
We should go do the viewfinder. Oh god, it's that hideous bathroom. Good detail. The
only
the
trace
lawn
Grandpa
chair in the
Sam's first wife
bathroom.
Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom.
The only
It
trace
was a pretty
Grandpa
big trace.
Sam's. It was a pretty big trace. So this is Grandpa Sam. Would you have put a photo of that like that up in your house? You mean of him dying, like of him in the middle, in the middle of him plummeting to his death? I don't have this key. Maybe it's the same key. All right, hang on. I don't want to do that until we've looked at this, because that we came across first. And I can't reopen these doors, right? Yeah, okay. It would have to be a really good photo, and it would probably not be able to be something until I was very much well beyond the grief stage. They're sealed, right? I know they're sealed. I was wondering if maybe from the inside we'd have like a way to lever them open or something.
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse. His wife Ingeborg.
Here we go,
and
family
a newborn
curse.
son, Johan.
Just looking through the emojis. There's some solid emojis in that lineup. Okay, so Odin buried Ingeborg and their son Johan. So this is Edie's brother Odin. Or is this her? Is Odin her father, maybe? It's a pretty considerable age difference here. I think maybe this is supposed to be the end of Odin's branch and the beginning of Edie's. So Odin's much older. Ingeborg's his wife. We don't even see their kid on here.
On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind.
You just put a house on a barge, dog? This is the old house. Look at this. Maybe this
But
is
40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea.
What?
Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and
Okay.
baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island.
So Odin's great-great-grandfather. Got it. We're getting there. I'm putting it together.
Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery.
Oh, his grave is literally, this is what we saw through the hole in the fence. His grave is the house sinking. I agree, Afterlife. Maybe part of his problem is trying to bring the house.
His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Okay, so as soon as they get there, the old house has been sunk. They need a new house. Edie's husband, Sven, gets to work.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
Yo, that's wild. Okay. The family tree is getting a little bit clearer, but there's a lot of moving pieces going on right now. And we have confirmation of something being considered the family curse, which I think is interesting. This seems wildly out of place with the rest of the bathroom decor. Framed picture of the house being overtaken. So this is what? There's a secret in this bathroom by Sven and Edith Finch. Okay. This is my new favorite book. Is it going to be the same thing? It's going to be like
There's a secret in this bathroom.
It's a fucking pull tab book? What
It's in
is
the last
happening?
place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Yo, that was so cute. Calvin Finch, born 1950, died 1951. Looking swag AF. This looks like it was taken with a fairly modern camera.
Ben gave
Like
Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Okay, so Sam was the photographer. Sam is one of Edie and Sven's kids, it looks like. Yes, a crawl space darkroom. Milton had been here. So we definitely have a case where our brothers... Was Milton... Wait. Was Milton who had scribbled in the first... Wait. Was Milton the graffiti we saw in the first room, not Lewis? I think it was Milton. And Mother, it was Milton that had painted on the walls. Okay. Mother used to say something about how she wouldn't give up hope that he was alive because she thinks he was just swallowed by the house. There might be more to that. So Calvin passed at like age 1, right? Hang on. I want to go look at the Calvin memorial real fast that Sam had taken a photo of. What's my mother's name? My mother's name is Lois. Yeah, so he died at age 1, just a little bit over the age 1. He was like 1.5. He went from 1950 to 1951. That could be 61, but I think it's 51. I think he died very young. It's a 6. Misha's so pissed she's just yelling 6 from the other room. In game, our mother's name is Dawn. Fort Calvin. Okay, so they just straight up divided this room in half. Ooh, it looks like with maybe a neutral strip up the middle. Space versus war. Everything's divided in half here. Space, the final frontier. Fort Sam, Fort Calvin.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin.
Think it's a 6?
He never talked about him.
Okay. To the command center. Yeah, okay. So this is them at age 8. So you're right. He lived to be 11 and then passed. Jeez. Okay, I get it, Mish. Sorry. Yeah, the shared photo in the middle is them getting their measurement taken by Mom. Did you ever have an obsessive interest like the kids in this family do? Never that lasted long enough to accumulate like this much theming. I'm sure I had like streaky fascinations. The best I could tell you as far as like an overwhelming obsessive interest for years, like I think like 2, almost 3 years, I watched the original Mary Poppins every day when I came home from school.
I guess
Yo,
my
this
grandpa
is
didn't like
rad.
history any more than my mom did.
Look at these cool ass rooms. It looks like this is where the extension cable goes to, by the way. Yo. See, like I said, 1950 to 1961. I don't know why you guys kept questioning it. You did too? I know we went through at least one VHS that needed to get replaced. I listened to it. I wouldn't always like watch it attentively, but I would like have it on in the background as I did other stuff like homework and things. Or what counts as homework when you're that young.
My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind,
I thought this would be from him.
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did.
And he did.
At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Yo, are we gonna swing on this hard enough we go to space?
Calvin! Dinner's ready!
Coming! But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it.
Oh no.
I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that.
He wouldn't have tried it.
Calvin, I'm not
He's got a
gonna let you
cast.
again.
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up,
This is crazy.
then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother.
This is insanity. We did it. We did it.
The day he made up his mind to fly.
That's why the swing is curled up around the branch in modern day. Because Sam twisted. Or Calvin twisted it up when he decided to go over the top.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
So he just like yeeted himself?
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
He went to space. I think that's a way cooler way to think about it.
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Oh my god, this house rules. I don't believe for a second that great-grandpa Sven died because of this slide. Because my man was an ace architect. God, can I fucking live here?
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Or maybe just... Oh, we're in the wine rack. All right, guys. We're just going to chill here and enjoy some of our inheritance. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All the secret zones. No kidding. Exploring this place would be awesome. It makes sense if Mom roped all this off because she thought Milton had legitimately disappeared somewhere in the house, though. So Milton, again, with a message for us. Maybe we were always intended, excuse me, to have a chance to go through here when we were size appropriate. And we lost that opportunity because Mom got scared. I wish I had secret zones all over my house. No kidding. I would love a house with a secret passage.